Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ruth. This is your first time watching and welcome! Yeah, so anyway, I want to do like a bit of an experiment. So I actually want to see if people with dry skin, if we can actually wear matte foundation, because sometimes I don't really want like a luminous look. Sometimes I just want to be like matte and flawless and just like, you know, I don't know, like sometimes I just want that look, you know. I want to be matte but I don't want to be dry. So I decided to do a little experiment for you guys. So I'm going to be using the Cover FX Power Play Foundation, and I'm going to also be using the Cover FX Perfect Setting powder. So Influencer sent me both of these products for me to review, give my honest review, and I'll actually leave a link for Influencer below. It's like just an awesome program. So yeah, this foundation is actually recommended for like combination and oily skin, but it's described as a modern matte. So I actually want to see if a modern matte is that any different to like old school matte, which is like, you know, just dry, and I would stay away basically from any old type of matte foundation because I'm like, I know what I'm going to look like. I'm just going to look like an old dried up fossil. So basically I want to try and see, you know, is this going to go good with my skin. So first off, I'm just going to read what Cover FX claims that this foundation does, and it says it's a modern matte foundation with weightless full coverage that provides sweat-proof, all-day, powerful shine control and environmental protection. They claim it's sweat-proof, waterproof, transfer-proof, and it provides all-day wear. So I'm gonna check if it's transfer-proof, probably sweat-proof because I'm going out with my mom to a park later. So I'm gonna see if it's like, I don't know how, I think it's like 80 degrees or something. I'll be back after like probably 6 or 7 hours, maybe 8 hours, to show you guys the finished look. And so let's get into the shades. Cover FX has 40 shades. Oh my eye. Guys, I wear contacts as you see, just like regularly to see, and my eyes are always dry. Oh my god. So they have 40 shades, so everybody should be included, and they have a shade guarantee, so that if they don't have your shade or whatever, if it doesn't match you perfectly, then of course you can return it for like a free refund. So they break down the shades by undertones, which I think is a really good idea, because sometimes I notice that like I'm like, this is my shade, but it just doesn't look right. So what they do is they break their shades down by undertones, and it's done by like the pink undertone, a neutral undertone, and a golden undertone, and they show you how to pick your undertone so you can find your exact foundation shade. They also break down from light to deep. I think light is from 0 to 20, deep is from 90 to 125. So it just kind of gives you like, just kind of tries to make it as easy as possible for you. Something that I also forgot to mention is that they are cruelty free and vegan, so that is definitely a big plus to me. Like, you don't want to put any pain or hurt in the world just so you can wear makeup on your face, so I think that's a really great thing. And it's free from talc and fragrance and like all of these yucky things, which I have very sensitive skin, so I can't really wear anything with fragrance. So if you're the same, then this is like a really good deal for you as well. I got the shade N90, and you kind of have to be careful. I actually matched it to my chest a little bit, and I could have maybe gone with a bit of a gold, but I thought it would be a little bit too bright on me. And I also kind of feel like this shade is a little bit lighter than what it looks like on the website, and you know that just could do with like the resolution of your screen and all that stuff, but just be careful. They are pretty close in shade, but you know, like, could get a bit distorted. So let's talk about the packaging for a little bit. I've never had a plastic squeezable bottle, and I don't like it at all. It's very irritating. I dislike it. I don't want it because it's just hard. Like, the plastic is hard. It's soft enough to squeeze, but it's still like kind of hard to push it down. I'm like, I just want a pump or something like that. The thing I do like about it is there is a nozzle right here, so it kind of makes it that you can kind of control more of the foundation you're putting on, because sometimes when you have a pump, like one pump can just be a lot more makeup than you expected, and there you're putting on extra foundation that you didn't need it, and you're wasting foundation, and that's money. And so yeah, this is actually $44. So I'm glad that it's like a small little nozzle, so you can definitely get out as much as you need. It's $44 and it is 35 milliliters, 1.18 fluid ounces, which is a lot, not a lot more, but it's a tiny bit more than the standard foundation amount. So that's all good. So anyway, I'm basically just gonna start. I've already done my my skincare routine, which you guys can see on Instagram. If you just go over to my Instagram, I show how I prep for my matte face, and I do like a very moisturizing prep because I have really dry skin, like most of you who are probably watching this have. So I did a prep and it's on my Instagram, and I also prepped my face with this primer, and it's the Laura Mercier Radiance foundation primer. So they actually recommend you using a brush with this foundation. They say you can also use a sponge on your fingers, but since they kind of recommended the brush, I'm going to go with the brush first, even though usually I just use my my beauty blender or whatever, my sponge, because I just feel like it's better for dry skin. But we'll try it with the brush, we'll see how it goes. And it's like really, oh, it's really difficult. I'm just gonna squeeze this. And the nozzle kind of makes it a little bit difficult to really measure out how much foundation that you're getting. So that's a bit of a problem. I'm just gonna go ahead. Well, head all over my face. Right now, I would say that the actual coverage of this is pretty good. My hyperpigmentation above my lip doesn't look too bad, and under my eyes, you can't really see my bags as badly as before. Definitely matte, but not very drying at the moment. I'm gonna put a little bit more for my forehead because I kind of want a full coverage look. Oh, that was easier this time, that time. And I'm actually going to start on my neck because I feel like I put a little bit too much on there. So I'll take a little bit on my neck. And then I'm going to just blend out my forehead. So as you can see, like everything's kind of matching on my face, my neck, my chest. And so I guess I know my undertone now. It's basically, I'm a neutral undertone. Thank you, Cover FX. I could never really tell. But, yeah. So this is the finished look. I did about, I guess you could say a 1.5 pumps. I would definitely say medium coverage. I think they say it's buildable to full coverage, but I'm just gonna leave that medium for now because I don't want to overload my face. But right now my face feels a tiny bit tacky, like from the skincare I put on before, but pretty like matte. Like it doesn't seem like it's going to like move or anything like that. And I'm actually right now I'm going to do a test, and I'm going to see how much makeup comes off, if it truly is transfer proof. I don't know, I want to kind of like let it, make sure it dries down, which I do feel like it's pretty dry. So I'm just going to take this tissue paper here and just kind of press it down here, and this is what came off. Ooh, gonna put it here. This is where people usually get a bit oily. And as you can see, there's a tiny bit of foundation that came off. I can barely see it. Like it's hardly, it's like nothing. Like basically you see the paper and it's white. I'm brown, this is white. So if there was a lot, you would definitely see, or if there was basically anything, you would see. So I would have to say this is transfer proof. And that's one of the things I like about a matte face. It's like I feel like radiant makeup or dewy kind of foundations, they definitely tend to move a bit more and then they transfer, and nobody's got time for that. So yeah, I'm actually gonna highlight my face right now, and then I'm gonna set it with the perfect, I think it's perfect setting powder. Yeah, highlight and contour and stuff like that. And I'm going to use my beauty blender, even though I probably should use a brush. Because sometimes I feel like the beauty blender lifts this product from your face, but that's because they actually, I think I was watching something from Kim Kardashian's makeup artist, and he was saying that it's because you have to actually have a bit of that product on the sponge. So I'm going to do that right now actually. A bit of the product that you're using on the sponge so it doesn't really lift the product off your foundation, and it blends a little bit better. Wow, so I'm actually really loving the way this foundation looks. I feel like it looks very natural, like a very natural skin finish. It's not too matte and not too full coverage where it looks definitely like, you know, I'm wearing a lot of makeup. I feel like it looks quite natural, which I am loving. So this is as much as I'm gonna blend this up because I'm rushing. My mom's gonna be here soon. I decided to be extra nice to my mom because she's helping me with my bridal shower planning. So like we're doing so much work and stuff like that around the house and like with planning. So it's like, okay, like she wants to go to a park or something today. I'll be nice to her and I'll go even though it's hot outside and I've got stuff to do. You've got to appreciate your mom, you know. Like I wouldn't be where I am without my mom. So I'm just gonna go ahead and contour. Now that's all. Now that I've got all my like liquid and creams on my face, I'm gonna go ahead and use this setting powder and just kind of see how I like it. Oh, by the way, this is in translucent deep, and I feel like it's kind of giving my face a bit more of it's definitely mattified it a bit more, and it makes it look a little bit more flawless, and I feel like it kind of blends everything together, like the contour and the highlights and everything like that. And yeah, I like it a lot. It's ultra fine. My face less tacky, definitely more dry, and I'm going to use like a setting spray and stuff like that to kind of, you know, give it some more life at the end. But yeah, this is it. So I'm going to put on my face, finish putting on my face and everything like that, and my outfit, and so guys, this is the finished look. And I put like a highlighting powder where, you know, I highlighted my face, and I put like a finishing powder on. So it should be pretty matte, but yeah, let's see. This is just like my normal routine. So I'm gonna see if the matte foundation like makes me look dry at the end of the day, like if everything is kind of like, my face just kind of sucks everything up and like there's no moisture, or like, you know, if it looks good in a couple of hours. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a few. Okay guys, so I'm back. It's 7 o'clock, so it's been about like 7 hours since I put this foundation on, and let's just have a look and see what is going on here. So I feel, just ignore my eyes, like it's one of those days where your eye makeup just, the fallout is ridiculous. I'm pretty annoyed with it, but whatever, and I kept rubbing my eyes and stuff. But I'm actually surprised that I feel like my face has like a glow, like a sheen to it. It's definitely like not oily, but it's definitely not matte like I thought it would be. Like I really thought that all the powder and like the matte foundation would just kind of like, you know, dry up on my face and stuff. So I'm curious to see if there's more transfer this time, which there probably will be, because it does look oily, like a little bit oilier, like right here, hair on my nose. So let's just do a little test. It's not so bad. Let's just kind of continue checking. And you can definitely see, sorry, my cat is just destroying everything. You can definitely see it actually transfers a bit more. I'm actually really surprised about this. Like I don't know, I'm really shocked. It's modern matte, so I guess it's just not as it's more of a natural finish more than like a matte. Anyway, I like it. I think that it still has pretty good coverage at the end of the night. Like, you just probably need to blot your face a little bit with a blotting paper or just like a tissue or something like that, and then, you know, it's kind of back to looking good. My final thoughts on this foundation is the match is really good. Like, this is, I think it's so close. Like, I love it. Yeah, I feel like $44, I feel like $44 is kind of a lot. I mean, I'm just saying, like, $44 is kind of a lot. It could be worth it if you have trouble finding a matte foundation and you have dry skin and everything else just dries you out and makes you look miserable. If you have trouble finding your shade and your correct undertone in like drugstore or like cheaper brands, I think that this could really be a good investment because it gives you a lot of product. Well, it gives you a little bit more than average product, and it keeps your face looking natural all day and pretty hydrated and stuff for being a matte. So yeah, like overall I'm really actually impressed by this foundation. I'm very pleased with it. So yeah, that's basically it. My camera is dying now. I'm gonna go and try to edit this video and get it up for tomorrow, Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. So guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and share this video if you know anybody who's looking for like a matte foundation for summertime or like, you know, anything like that. Like, share this video, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.